Do you feel like your money disappears at the end of the month and you have no idea where it went? Have you tried saving but end up spending everything without even realizing it? In Japan, there is a centuries-old method that helps people manage their finances better and build wealth wisely. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how it works. In this video, you'll discover Kakeibo, a simple yet highly effective Japanese system that can completely transform your relationship with money. I'll explain how it works, how to apply it to your daily life, and the benefits it can bring to your financial well-being. If you want to stop living paycheck to paycheck and start saving money for real, stay with me until the end. So, tell me, do you want to keep living on autopilot, spending without control, or are you ready to learn a method that has been tested for over 100 years and can help you build a more secure financial future? If your answer is yes, then let's get started. In the Kakeibo method, all your expenses are divided into 4 main categories, making it much easier to understand where your money is going and where you can save. This breakdown gives you a clear view of your finances, helping to reduce waste and prioritize what truly matters. Unlike traditional budgets that simply record expenses, Kakeibo focuses on making conscious decisions even before you spend your money. The first category is survival, which includes all essential expenses for your daily life, such as food, transportation, housing, and healthcare. These are necessary costs that cannot be eliminated, but can be optimized. For example, if food expenses are taking up a big part of your budget, you can look for more economical ways to shop, cook at home, or reduce waste. Small changes in these areas can lead to significant savings over time. The second category is optional expenses, which include shopping, dining out, entertainment, and any other non-essential spending. This is where many people lose control of their finances, spending impulsively without realizing it. Kakeibo teaches you to make more strategic choices, helping you set a limit for these expenses so they don't interfere with your savings. This doesn't mean you have to cut everything, but rather that you should spend more consciously. The third category is culture, which involves investments in your personal growth, such as books, movies, courses, and enriching experiences. This category is important because it represents spending that can provide long-term benefits, both for your professional development and overall well-being. Kakeibo encourages maintaining this category in your budget, as long as it remains balanced with your other expenses. Finally, we have extra expenses which cover emergencies and unexpected costs. This includes things like sudden repairs, urgent medical appointments, or any other unplanned expenses. Creating an emergency fund to cover these costs is essential to avoid relying on credit cards or loans. This structured approach in Kakeibo helps prevent unpleasant financial surprises and ensures you have much greater control over your money. One of the biggest differences between Japanese and Western financial habits is the use of physical money. While in many countries, purchases are made using credit cards or digital payments, in Japan, it is still very common to pay in cash. This habit has a significant impact on how money is managed because seeing and physically handling cash gives people a more tangible sense of their expenses. This helps prevent impulse purchases, since physically handing over money creates a greater psychological pain of spending compared to simply swiping a card. Additionally, by avoiding excessive use of credit cards, the Japanese reduce the risk of falling into debt. Many people fall into the trap of easy credit and end up spending more than they can afford by the end of the month, accumulating high interest charges. Kakeibo encourages paying in cash whenever possible, as it forces better planning and prevents spending money that hasn't been earned yet. This financial control allows more money to be directed towards savings instead of being lost to interest and bank fees. Another essential habit within Kakeibo is the weekly financial review. At the end of each week, expenses are analyzed to check whether the budget is on track or if adjustments are needed. This constant monitoring prevents unpleasant surprises at the end of the month and helps maintain financial discipline. Small weekly adjustments can make a big difference by keeping spending in check before it gets out of control. In addition to the weekly review, the Japanese also create a detailed annual financial plan. They don't just focus on the current month. They think long-term, preparing for periods of higher spending, such as vacations and holidays. This planning allows them to distribute resources more effectively throughout the year, ensuring that there is always enough money to cover important expenses without compromising savings. Finally, one of the most important aspects of Kakeibo is setting clear savings goals. Before each month begins, a specific amount is determined to be saved, along with strategies to achieve that goal. This approach ensures that saving doesn't happen randomly, but as a concrete, planned objective. Instead of saving only what is left at the end of the month, which rarely happens, the savings amount is set aside right at the beginning, ensuring that the habit of saving remains consistent. So, now that you know about the Japanese Kakeibo method, have you thought about how it could transform your finances? The truth is, building wealth isn't just about earning more. It's about managing what you already earn. Small changes in your habits can make a huge difference in your financial future. But what if you're already on the path to wealth without even realizing it? Click on the video appearing on your screen now and find out if you're secretly getting rich.